and we're back with another, unfortunately for the beer drinkers and fishermen amongst you, we're back for another pool video. This came through the post. I've been waiting quite a while for this. This is called a skimmer. And to be fair, I've been swimming in many pools on holiday. I didn't really know what these things did. They sit by the side of the pool and basically they suck the bugs and leaves in, and they get filtered there. I bought some hoses and pipes already. I've been waiting ages for this. I think it came from China. It came in a dented up and beaten up box. I think customs and excise got hold of it and a little nose inside because it was all sort of strewn everywhere. But it's come through at last. I'll show you later on in the video, but you get like a basket that sits in the bottom there, and there's a little flappy thing that sits there that flaps in and out with the water. So basically what happens is the water gets sucked in and the bugs and leaves get sucked in, the debris gets sucked in there, but it can't go back out. And it's filtered with a basket. It goes through a hose into your pump and filter, but you need probably a bit of a better pump than the standard one you get with your BestWay or Intex pools. So you probably need to upgrade to a bit of a bigger pump. Maybe not necessarily a sand pump, but you might need a bit of a more powerful pump. Some people block off the other intake, or the inlet or outlet, whatever you call it, the sucky one, the one that sucks the water in, because you can block that one up and use this on its own. Or you can have both. If you've got a bigger pump, this should work as well as the one I've got. I'll show you that in one moment. This particular one comes with, there's the faceplate there, don't lose that screw. This particular one comes with a little bag of screws, which was quite good. It even came, in America, apparently they always use these Hayward ones. There's a brand called Hayward. Everyone seems to be buying these Hayward ones. Looked a bit too expensive to me. I bought this one, this is £33, which I didn't think was too bad. It comes with a faceplate, packet of screws. It even came with a little bit of PTFE sealing tape for the thread. Two gaskets, because what these are actually for, they're actually for a steel pool. You can get a steel framed pool, steel walls with a rubber lining. This gasket is separated. Some of the gaskets you get with a lot of the other one, I think the Hayward ones, come joined at the centre and you keep them together and fit it in. Because it's separate, I'm not going to cut it, I don't need to do anything with it. I'm going to actually I'm going to drain the pool down a little bit, I'm going to fit the skimmer on the pool, screw it up, hopefully it all goes well then, because it's separate. But gasket there, filter, faceplate, screw it up tight, and then I can cut my hole after the event. If you've got one where the gasket's sealed, you're meant to try and leave them sealed together. Cut your hole first and open it up. Regardless of anything I'm doing or telling you, you need to drain your pool down quite a bit. You don't want the pool, A, you're going to have a load of water pour out on you. B, you don't want the pool under strain. So I've got to drain it down yet again, quite a bit, to the bottom of the, there. And what I'm going to do while the actual water's in the pool, I'll show you in one moment, I'm going to line that up and just mark it with a sharpie or something first. Get that in position while it's water's in the pool. Then I can drain down. Then I can sort of drill my holes, put the faceplate on and all that bits and pieces. It actually came, this one came with an inlet as well, another inlet. But if you watch my other video, the sun's out. Look. If you watch my other video, you'll know that I fitted a bigger inlet anyway, an inlet and outlet and all that. So I'm not going to utilise this. I just wanted this, £33. I don't think you could go wrong. And you get a lid for it. And this little, the sun's in my eyes now. God, it's been raining all day. That's why I come out to do this. Perfect timing. And you get this. What this does, it sits inside there on the basket, like so. And it seals it up. And you can attach a vacuum hose to it. So you can hose and suck up the debris and rubbish at the bottom of your pool. Right, so that's another little addition which is handy. So I'll have to look at getting one of those pipes. First things first, grab some tools, and well, the faceplate's the first thing I want. And also, before I go, I just wanted to let you know that I've got a couple extra pipes because I'm going to run this obviously into a pipe to a T-piece. I'm adding on. There's my T-piece there, so I'll put a link to that. I'm adding this to the other pipe. I have two going out, and I've got another tap. So what I'm going to do, all these bits and pieces. There's so many different types of thread. 47mm, 48mm, 38mm, 1/2 inch, 2.5 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch. There's no seams. There doesn't seem to be any standardisation. I've measured this 2 or 3 times. I can't work out what thread it is, to be honest with you. I'll put that back in there. Hang on. So what I've decided to do, what I've found out I can do is, where's it gone? I've lost it. I've already screwed it in the bottom, silly sod. That bit there, I haven't got a clue what thread that is, because what I wanted to do is put an adapter in there and out to my other pipe. So if you know what thread that is, let me know. I'll put a link to this below in the video. This is not the Hayward one, by the way, but I'll put a link. It measures a weird size, and I think it's a tapered thread. It looks like it's tapered to me. So what I'm going to do, I'll put some PTFE tape on that. Might as well if they supplied it. And sort of luckily, these taps I bought come with a little adapter piece, like so. That just about, it's a bit tight, a bit snug, but it just about pops on the end there. The clip's not brilliant, but I'm hoping that will hold it on, because there's not going to be a load of suction going in this, so it should just hold on just fine. I'm going to use, the reason I'm using that plastic clip is because it's plastic and I don't want my grandkids hurting themselves, but if it does keep popping off, I'll have to put a proper metal Jubilee clip on that, nice and tight, with a load of tape over it. But for now, for the demo of this video, I'll let you know, but for the purposes of this video, I'm going to use this little plastic clip. And that just nips on the bottom there. And then I'm going to put my tap, let's get the tap out. I think I'm going to put my tap on there like so. So I've got that sort of setup going on. That way you can adjust the flow of this, and you can adjust, I've got a tap on the other outlet, so I can adjust the flow on either one. Apparently if you adjust the flow down on the other one, it gives this more suction, and vice versa. So that's what we're going to go with. First things first, make sure I don't lose any bits. First things first, get some tools and grab a cold beer, and I'll be back. So I'm going to grab, I'm going to go and grab a drill bit, electric drill, and a sharp knife and a screwdriver and a cold beer, and I'll be back. Absolutely nothing to do with the pool video, but I just thought I'd fancy the cold beer. Why not? Don't let that glass cloud the apples. Don't put beer in a cider glass. I've got Stella on at the moment. The other one I had to get rid of it. A German beer. Someone at work put me on to some German beer, and it was bloody awful. Not in the summer anyway. Nice cold beer. Right. I've got a nice cold beer. Let's pop outside. Start making holes in the pool. Grab a marker pen while I'm here. Cheers, it's nice. The sun's come out, I might go in the bloody pool. Poured that all day. Right, I'm ready to go. Tools of the trade. Drill bit. Couldn't find my knife, but I found a super duper sharp razor blade with a little handle on it. Pencil, marker pen. I'm ready to go, I think. Oh, I've got a screwdriver somewhere in my box. I think it's in this box here. And cold beer. Cheers. Let's mark the pool up. Now, what we're going to do, because I've got the pipe there, I've got one pipe there, I've got one pipe there, I've got sort of an area here. I've got no other area to do it. But what happens is, when you put on your pump, that one, the top there, that's aiming that way, and that shoots the water around in a circular direction, clockwise direction. So the bugs are coming around here to here, basically. So the only space for it really is here, and you want it between two poles, central really, and you want it as high as possible. You don't want to break in this seal, because that could get nasty. I think on this small pot it could get nasty anyway, so I'm going to put it somewhere. I'm going to put it probably in the centre of that. I might even use that line. So it's got to drain some water down first. What you do, marry this up with this. Just like that. Obviously it'll be on the inside, like that. Let's go for it. I've got to drain some water down first. I'll move all this out of the way. Don't need instructions. So what I'm going to do, I'll make sure the pump's off, closed, it's there, turn it around and closed. And then I'm going to close this, which is handy, so I'll shut that down, undo that, then I'll turn it back on, drain the water down. Probably to about that level, I think. We'll go for it. Lock that, lock this one as well, I think. Unlocked, locked. Turn this off. I might undo it this end actually. Right. Turn that on. Let that drain. While the pool's under a bit of pressure, strain nice and tight, I would say it's time to mark it. I'm just going to put it central there, central between the two legs. I'm using the line as a guide. The drilled hole's going to go there, not going to go into this. I want to cut it out. Obviously I've got no safety warning, but there you go. So I'm going to mark that now. Let's get a pen. And then I've got to drill some pilot holes for the screws. Screw it up from inside and then cut it out. Hope it just doesn't collapse. It's not the most level pool in the world, but next year we're going to get a bigger pool, I hope. Get the pen. Alright, so if we go central to this advert, a warning sign, sorry. Mark the pen. I know we need to do that, just need to do the hole. Right. 3, 4, 5. Try that again, hang on. That's it. The idea is once you screw it up really tight, you cut that out after, which is the daunting part. I'll drill some pilot holes now. Still a lot of water in there. Getting there. God. This is when it totally collapses on you. Put it on a screwdriver setting. Where that one is there. That, I think. Don't get a little drop of water there. Oops. Well, nothing's gone wrong yet. Alright. You wonder on the gasket, if you're wondering what these extra holes are for, what the instructions tell you to do is actually put that on with the gasket and put some screws in there for a steel pull. So then you fix it to the steel first, then you cut the liner out. But we're not doing that obviously because we haven't got a steel pull. But apparently it works on these pulls. I think we're there now. I think I'm going for it. I can get a few top screws in, and I've got to get the blade inside. Oh dear. So if I get a pack of screws, And I've got these screws here. There's two I'm not going to use. As I said to you earlier, the two short ones I'm not going to use because that's for something to do with the steel frame pull to hold it in place. I'm using, oops, so throw that one away, and that short one. So these should fit through here. Yes, lovely. Right, grab a screwdriver. Right, I think I'm there now. If you can just see my holes. There, there, there. And it's bagging now. I think I can turn that water off and go for it. Screw it on. What I'll do, turn this off. Off. Yeah. Lock it up. Right. Now, it's time to screw this in place here. I've got to put a gasket there. I've got to put this inside here with a gasket as well. Right, it goes there. So we go. Right. So what I'm going to do first, quickly, whack some PTFE tape on that. Because I don't want to sort of strain it after it's fitted, you know. I think even Americans might call it something different. Next year, like I said before in the other videos, I'm going to get a bigger pool, I think. Something out there, that should be all right. That will seal it a little bit. And I'm going to put the tap on that, but I'll do that after. So that now goes on there. So, I need something to help me. I'm on my own. I've got my screws. I need the face plate. Where's that gone? I need the face plate there. I need the gasket, like so. Alright. Put that there. Put a screw through, like so. And put that through like that. I'll put another screw. It'll hold the gasket in place. Like that. Another gasket on top. Oh, put the right way around. And screw that on. Screwdriver. Screw it from the inside, like so. Don't seem right. That ain't right there. Oh, don't tell me I've done the holes bloody wrong. Oh. Oh, that is right, the gasket sits on the outside edge. I didn't think it went like that. Let me just check that. Alright, let me just check. Yeah, that's right. That's right. The other gasket on the inside sits inside the lid. That's right, I was panicking for a minute. Right, do it again. So that goes there. And this goes here. get in there. Right, let's move back. If you look, this gasket here, it's the same size gasket, but this gasket is just sitting inside that lip nicely. After leaning in there, tighten all those screws up. This gasket sits outside. Right, I'm going to crack on with that now. Oh, right, I've done that now. There's air raising. I've had to... haven't cut it out yet, but I used my electric screwdriver in the end on the screwdriver setting, and I had to adjust the torque on it. But I think it's pulled it all in tight. It's so flipping hard to screw up because you're going into plastic. There's no thready pieces. I'm just going to nip it up again with a screwdriver, the normal screwdriver. It seems to be bowed and twisted here. If it does leak, I'm going to put some silicone on it, but it shouldn't do. It's pulled it in sealed. Oh, I've got a bloody plate. Sugar. Right, let's undo the bottom screws. Don't forget, people, you have to put this plate in here, the flap, just from the outside. Make sure that's tucked in first, this bit. I'll have to undo some bottom screws, get this tucked in, do it back up again. I managed to loosen some screws up here, look. I don't think I needed to. And then it clicked in from this side. Now, I'll get my electric screwdriver to tighten them up again. Right, next stage. Have a cold mouthful of beer. What I've done, I bought 3 of these pipes, as I mentioned it before, 3 of these pipes. The reason is, I want to, the 2 pipes were the same length, the 2 pipes that came with the pump were the same length, the sand filter pump. So I've got 3 of these shorter ones. I'm going to have one on there, one on here, the skimmer, one on the outlet. I'm going to put a T-piece together and then one short one going to the pump, and then it should work out about the same length as the other long one. And then the spare long one, I should end up with one spare long one, which is this down here. The spare long one will end up being my like drain off one, and when I backwash it and stuff like that. So next job is to unpack this. Connect that. That pops on there. Don't go too much because it's not the best. Like I said, I might have to get a proper Jubilee clip for it. Alright, not the best. See what happens. Tap on that, which will provide me with my elbow. Make sure it's got the gasket fitted in, like so, and that's going to be off. Make sure these are tight, they come through loose. Make sure they're tight. Open, closed. I'm putting the closed position first, and then it's easier to push these on like that. Over on them. Push it on like that. Goes on. It doesn't take long, it takes longer to film it, to be fair. Oh, it's not these silly ones again, is it? That's got screws on them. Oh god. People do hard pipe these in, but I'm not going to do that to this pole. When it's a bit warmer, hopefully they're not very flexive. Alright. It's on there tight. That's on there. It's on there. I might get a Jubilee clip for that. 35mm. Taking. So this is in the locked position. I'll take this off. This is going to be my drain down one now. It all looks a bit complicated. It'll all come good in the end. That's why these taps are so handy, these valves. Ease that out, because they've got an O-ring on them. Right. So get this completely out of the way. This one. This end goes to the pool. Right. Right. God. I'll tell you what, it's poor weather. Well, it's been pouring down here. Let me show you what I've got so far. So the skimmer is screwed to the side with a tap on the end there, a valve on the end there. Get your marker pen out of the way. The other outlet's there. Going to the T-piece, going to the pump. It's like a mess here at the moment, but I've got to tidy up part. When those hoses are a bit warmer, I'll be able to flex them out a little bit and tidy it all up. And might go tie them together. So you've got the skimmer there. This outlet. Now if I want, I can actually adjust this. So I could adjust this up and down. Depending on how much I want that skimmer to work or not. Now, I've got to get my blade and cut that in there. Let's do that now. Right. Sharp razor blade. One I've had to cover off the roller. Bugs floating around. So hopefully this will work and suck them all up. So sharp knife or razor blade. I'm going to try it with the razor blade first. See what happens. Oh yeah, look at that. God, that is sharp as you like. Not sharp than my knife was. Just trying to get into the corner. Wow, that's the key using a razor blade. That was a lot easier than before when I cut just that little bit to do there. Done, easy. Right over there. Right, let's see what we got. That'll do. That's neat enough. I'll just trim that edge a little bit. Beautiful. Look at that. So what happens is the water fixes bugs in there and the basket goes in the bottom. So let's put the basket in like so. Let's put the basket in. Just sits in like that. It's not like the Hayward one, the expensive one. It's got a little handle on it, but that catches all your bugs. And you can buy what they call socks. Actually, you can turn that. Look, I didn't know that. You can turn that if you want to lock that in. Oh, brilliant. That's even better. I didn't realise. I just noticed. Take it out like that. It's discovered. You can press it in, turn it, just to help that hold down. And you can put socks on that. Nylon socks that you buy. They're called socks on Amazon. I'll put a link to them. You really consider dirt and dust then. Brilliant. I think that's ready to go. Get a lid on it. Right, one other thing I've got to mention, you get this piece with it, that goes in there, and you can attach a vac pipe to that, a vac hose, and you can use it as a vacuum. Vacuum all the bits up off the bottom. Right, I'll take it out for now. Right, what I'll do now, put the lid on. The lid sits on like so. And you turn that like that. So you got these two little, get it out of it. Two little slots there, and little tongues there. So if you watch, that just nips in there. Give it a turn. Like so, that's locked in place. So that now is my skimmer. So you got a skimmer with connectors on there. It's not brilliant. I might get a better clip for that, but that will do at the moment. That's tightened up. That's locked up at the moment, so I'll leave that locked for now. I'll start filling the pool back up. We've got our other inlet there. See what I can do now. I can actually, I think I'll unlock that one now. And I'll unlock this one. I'll take this off. I don't think I need it on there. Alright, start filling the pool back up. I'll start filling the pool back up. Hopefully it's in the right place. All went well. That razor blade, sharp as you like. That is the key. I struggled before with my knife, but that was so sharp. It was like hot knife through butter. Fill the pool back up. Check for leaks while I'm filling it up. Check for leaks. Turn a few taps on and off, etc. I'm not going to turn the skimmer one on yet. Leave that locked. And then I'm going to bleed it out, bleed the pump, have a tidy up, and I'll be back. So far, so good. It's nearly full. Well, it's not really nearly full. It's getting there. The skimmer's starting to get full up. I've opened up the valve on the skimmer. I've opened up the valve on the outlet, and I've opened up the valve inlet. The filter's on the pump, and filter is set to filter mode because it was on closed before. So I'm ready to switch on in a minute. I'm getting quite excited. Look, it's getting there, close. I'll show you this. And what you can do, as I said before, you take this off. And you can get that out of the way, and you put a piece there with a hose on it to suck off the debris. So you see these flies going past and bugs. I don't think you can see that underwater. Let me go underwater the camera. Well, now it's just here, so it needs to be higher, and that needs to be sort of up to here. What I'll do, the new outlet with the valve switched open. There's the new inlet. And notice that jet is aiming to the left. The idea is it's moves to walk around clockwise, and it goes towards the skimmer. And there's the skimmer there. We're getting there now. Look, I want it about halfway with its perfect position. I've got no leaks so far, which is good. This at the moment can sort of sit like that. What you want is the water to be up here. Well, I think it sits like that. The idea is the bugs come through here, like this one here, for instance, get sucked into there, through there, into there, into the basket. And you can buy, as I said, a cloth filter gun there, which is even better. But that's switched on as well now. That's in the open position. So I'm ready, sort of ready to go. I just want to make sure the water's above this because it does make a bit of a noise. It makes a bit of a noise when it's splashing the water. I'm getting impatient. I can't wait much longer. But I think that needs to just be a little bit more. I want it up to here, really. I want it up to there. These are stainless steel screws, by the way, so they won't rust. Nice and tight. It feels all right. It feels good. It's pretty solid. It's £33 that one. It took a while to come through. I'm assuming it's from China. But this is all going to be fitted onto my new pole next year anyway. But so this is a little bug. I'm a bug. I'm a fly. Whee. Right, this was a bit exciting times. It's still not full up as much as I wanted it to. I can't wait any longer. The neighbours have got windows and doors open. It's a little bit noisy, this pump. I'm going to do a full Monty pump session tomorrow. That sounds a bit rude. I'm going to do a full Monty go tomorrow. But for now, for the purpose of this video, we're about that much over the skimmer, and it's working. I just pressed the button on it. Obviously got a lot more to go. A good few inches yet to go with the level of the water, but it's working, and I love it already. Come and watch this. I'll just flick it on quickly, press the button, and I'll bring the camera in, and we'll have a little look at the bugs getting sucked into that filter. Definitely think I need to get hold of some like filter socks, whatever they're called. Right, follow me. Here we go. So there's the pool at the moment. There is the. I'm not going to put the cover on properly. That, so that can go like that, or like that. All right. Let's go and put the pump on, shall we? Watch. I mean, that's how it stays like that. See these bugs? Ready? Come on, let's watch. I'll switch it on. We're on. It does quieten down when it bleeds. But at the moment, that is. I want that covered up with water, really. That's, bomb in. In you go. Look, watch. In you go. See it? See it going in? Look at that. So you can't really. That doesn't. Look. Suction on that. The suction on that. Look at that. Look. Look at them. Look at them all get sucked in. The idea is that water pushes it round. We should do. Suck them over here. But by adjusting these valves, oh, that one's got past, look. Come in. By adjusting these valves, oh, a big one there. By adjusting these valves here, for instance, I can turn this one down a little bit, and then I can leave this one on, so that'll get more suction, depending which way I want to go. Just want a bit more water in it first. It's a shame I can't aim that to the left more, really. That's going to be covered up soon. Look at that. Right, that is pretty much it. It's working. I've got a bit more water going. What I've done, if you look, I've actually turned this one down a little bit and left this one fully open, which means it gives that a lot more power. But you can, in effect, turn that one off. I've left them both on. Some people block this off completely, but I wanted two, just in case one gets blocked. You don't want your pump running dry at all. You don't ever want your pump running dry. This big pump's expensive. So what I've done, I've turned that one down. This one's full up. The suction on that is brilliant. That's gone underwater now, if you look. So that'll be quieter. And then the flies and bugs, well, they're pretty much all gone now. There's nothing to see. There's a big one there just to go past, but obviously got the hose in there filling up at the moment. So there's a bit of a flow, undercurrent flow at the moment. But once that gets underwater there, it'll be a bit calmer. See that fly there? I've aimed that actually in the middle now, like my son said, aim in the middle. Should eventually, these flies here, if you can see them, should eventually come into this, get sucked in. There's a few in there, they are getting sucked through. Working really well, love it. Brilliant. I'm probably going to buy the sock things to go in there. It's cleared the pool already. I'm well pleased with that. It went in, it installed easier than I thought. Nice sharp blade. Like I said earlier, it's like a hot knife through butter. Went really well, a lot better than when I did the other filters, inlet and outlet holes. That blade cut through that really, really well. Look at that. Loving it. I'm going to turn it off now because it's a little bit noisy for the neighbours. I'm probably going to go and look at buying those sock things I mentioned. I'll put links to all the parts I bought below if you're interested. Any questions, let me know. Roll on next year when I get the bigger pool, because obviously this stuff's a little bit slightly OTT for this pool. Catch you again soon. Like, subscribe for many more. Bye bye.